Welcome back to another update to my Desync build. This is for the Greymoor patch. We only really swapped out one skill and one piece of gear, so not a whole lot in the way of major adjustments to get for you guys. However, the weapon damage has gone through the roof on this when we proc everything full. So let's go ahead and get right into the build. Okay, we're still in New Moon Acolyte, running Nurnhone on our bow with the poison damage glyph. Back bar, we still got our potato and defending. One piece Krogs for that physical penetration. Still running the Titanborn set, everything in Divines with stamina enchants. The one piece of gear we switched out, we lost the Kina shoulder, putting that into New Moon because now we are running the torque of constancy for our resource regen. Alright, for our first skills, we're still starting out with Killer Blade. This is an excellent execute. I'm having it hit people between 18-19k. We want this on our bar because of these extra passives. Get a little bit of extra crit rating. And then Hemorrhage, so we get our crit damage increased by 10% when we have an ability from this skill line slotted. And then getting the Minor Savagery also. Camouflage Hunter is on the bar so we can keep up our major savagery, along with the passive from the Fighters Guild to get more weapon damage. The whole reason why Barb Trap's on the bar. Silver Shards. Lethal Arrow. And then Toxic Barrage. Back bar, we're still running Temporal Guard to help us stay elusive, get that reduction of 8% to the damage we're taking. Rally is our buff with still a decent heal. Channeled Acceleration. Shadowy Disguise. Now, I know a lot of people are running the other morph to this to get the heal. Honestly, that's probably the smartest choice to take that. I, however, am running Simmering just because I want to push the envelope as much as I can. I like the additional challenge of trying to be able to get the kills and string together multiple kills with next to no health and still trying to make it out. There is always that occasion where I get blindsided with, you know, one tick of resto light attack, you know, and I fall over dead. It does happen, so it's not like the smartest way to play. I'm using Simmering strictly because of the challenge for me personally. I would suggest the other morph. And Concealed Weapon is there just for the extra movement speed while we have it slotted. One passive I did want to point out from the Vampire skill line is Strike from the Shadows. When you leave Sneak, Invisibility, or Misform, your weapon spell damage is increased by 300 for 6 seconds. I do want to point out this because it is possible to leave invisibility but still be in Sneak. So whether you're running Invis pots or you're using your Shadowy Disguise, you can still proc it and remain in stealth. Like here. I'm hidden, so I'm in Sneak, I hit my shadowy disguise, which gives me invisibility. As soon as it runs out, you can see I picked up the buff timer for the vampire passive. Okay, so how I buff my character before I attack has changed this patch as well. So this time for Greymoor, I have started rallying, simmering, then channel, immediately cloak bar swap. You can see cloak runs out and I get the extra benefit before simmering runs out. And our arrow should be in the air at that point, and we should be able to time our burst and distance correctly to where all of it hits before simmering runs out. For our Mundus stone, we're sticking with the warrior. We're staying in stage 2 as a vampire. And for our food, we're using the Artaeum takeaway broth. For our champion points, everything's staying the same. 51 into Warlord, 37 into Tenacity, 56 into Mooncath, 67 into Shade, 56 into Tumbling, 3 extra into Befoul, 72 into Master at Arms, 72 into Precise Strikes, 62 into Piercing, 64 into Mighty. Defense-wise, we're 72 into Ironclad, 58 into Resistant, 56 into Hardy, 64 into Elemental Defender, 20 into Thickskin. Thanks for taking time to watch the video, guys. If you enjoyed the build and want to see more build videos, please make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. And just as a heads up, if things stay the way they are on the PTS and this changes with sets and things is going to go live, I will be updating my Bloodlust, Desync, and Plague Doctor bow gank builds for next patch, along with a host of other things. So if you guys want to catch those again, make sure you subscribe. Otherwise, if you have any questions, comments, or anything like that, leave them down below and I will respond to them as soon as I can. Thanks for your guys' time.